Hello and welcome. You join me once again in Bristol Airport. Well, Sim Airport, Bristol. Yeah, it's a Sim Airport version of Bristol Airport here in the UK. And you may remember at the end of the last episode, we sort of finished off the security here. We got all this floor down. We started changing around our baggage claim area, made that a lot bigger. And I started moving my baggage claim carousels around because they were all sort of tightly packed together down here in the bottom of the departure area. Yeah, the arrivals area. I always get those mixed up. Where people leave your airport, they got mixed up in there. So I've moved that out. Now we are moved on about a day from where we finished off in the last episode, basically just sort of racking up some more money because the next stage of this is a little bit on the expensive side. And I just want to make sure I've got enough money to do it. I have replaced the floor here, so this floor down here is all in this lovely brown colour, so that's money has been spent. We've done some tinkering with things like the toilets, the restrooms. I've also put back some of the vending machines that I'd taken out from downstairs, from when the departure lounge was on the ground floor, because they make a lot of money. I mean, how much did that make yesterday? Nothing. Okay, it did make a lot of money yesterday, so I thought, yeah, we best get those back into play up here where people can buy stuff and make me money. So how did we do yesterday? We did quite well. Day 36, yeah, a nice profit of 64,000, a little bit less than it was the day before because I've spent that much more on materials for the floor and stuff. So yeah, my expenses yesterday were 290,000. Sorry, the day before yesterday was 290,000, and yesterday 400,000. Yeah, as you can see, significant increase, but the income has gone up as well. We're getting a lot more big flights. And I'm delighted to say that Wizz Air gave me no problems yesterday at all, and all the flights departed fully boarded and well within time. So I got my perfect ops bonus for yesterday of £6,000, which is a nice fillip. We don't need it so much now because we are earning enough money from just the terminal fees and the retail and the rest of it. But it is nice to have that extra in there. And I hate seeing flights going wrong. I just cannot abide it. It just upsets me. It's a personal thing, really. So what are we going to do today? I want to, as I said at the end of the last episode, is fix the baggage claim area here. When I first put this system into place, as you can see, I made a real pig's ear of it, a real dog's dinner of these conveyors and so on. So I want to get this right, or more right, and actually make it more sensible. Now the thing you have to worry about here is that the game is actually always running. You can't close an airport for renovation or anything. You always have to keep planes running or just renege on contracts, and the airlines won't like that. I also noticed yesterday that the runway is getting a bit poor in terms of its condition, so 82%. So that will definitely need repairing tonight. They don't need to do it today, which is I'm thankful for, so I have got a bit of breathing space. So when that happens, they won't have a lot of time in the night time to build stuff that would interfere with the flow of passengers. So what I want to do here and now is get my team working on building the basic all the bits we need so that I can move these carousels around into their new positions. So I've done a little bit of planning, which is remarkably good of me. I don't usually do that, and I'm going to try and keep to it because I think this should work. So we need a new hub. I want a new hub here. It just makes more sense being here. If I slip that there, then as you can see, the ports sort of point more directly and efficiently with a lot shorter cables, also conveyor belts between the carousels and the hub. So they'll build that. We'll put some conveyor in here to that one. We'll also move one of the conveyor carousels up here. At these two down here, they will switch orientation. One of them will go the other way around down there, and the other one will move up to the top of the conveyor belt, to the baggage claim area. So we're going to want to we'll want belt in there, up there, and along there. I think that will work. I'm going to leave this hub here for the time being, but we will connect it as a hub to hub. So we're going to need this two-way conveyor belt to connect that up in there. What I've also done here is I've put the boosters on this hub. I'm not sure why I hadn't put them on there earlier, to be honest, considering we are seeing a lot of bags going through the system. And putting the boosters on there gives me a much better, faster throughput of bags. Like it says there, capacity approximately 720 an hour. Whereas on the other hub I've got up here, without the boosters, it's only 240 an hour. So I may actually put boosters on that one as well, because that one basically handles the incoming bags from the ticket desks. So we will see on that. Right guys, how you doing? Okay, the first flights that should be turning up in the next hour or so. Why have we got a dent in our wall there? The way it works things out sometimes is a little bit odd, but there you are. Okay, have you finished with that now, so I can get rid of the planning? I can. All right, so we're going to make you. You're out. You're going to be a hub to hub. There you go. You're going to be a producer. Likewise, you're going to be a producer as well. Okay. Let's see how they get on with that. I'm just waiting for supplies to turn up. Actually, I could put the boosters on here as well. There, one goes. That's it. That's one. Well, you can't do them both at the same time, which is slightly annoying, but there you are. Add on there. Okay. Again, I'm not entirely sure we need that sort of throughput, but it all helps. It ensures that we are getting the best results from our system. So let's get rid of these bits of wall that we don't want. Dismantle them. There you go. And down there, there, and there. Don't want it there. Don't want it there. And I'll get rid of that one there as well. Okay, how are we doing? So I can put down some more conveyor belt. There. And there. Do that. And there we go. There you go. Oh, we can put you in there. Can I put you in there? Oh, okay. Right, now this is an issue because I don't want to interrupt the actual operation of the carousels while we're actually running the airport. So that one doesn't go anywhere. So we could do... Actually, no, it does go there. Of course it goes there. So if we connect up... Yeah, because this carousel here, they'll all actually come from this hub. So we do want some more conveyor belt down there. Actually, I can't build on a wall. Yes, I know. Across there. Yeah, that will interrupt that one slightly. This is going to be fun. What I could do actually is if I buy a new carousel to go up there, I can always sell the spare one I've got when we do all the final moves. So you're going to go around that way. Why can't I put you down there? You are from below, aren't you? From below. Is it because of that wall? It's because of that wall, isn't it? Oh! I have a feeling I've had that problem before. So we just need to build this foundation. Around like that. Then I can get rid of that bit of wall in the middle there, which is just frustrating me at the moment. Okay, let's get rid of this planning colour. Don't need that there. And I suppose I don't need it there either now. Seeing as I've got a carousel coming in. What else have I... What I'm thinking as well is we could do with a way of speeding passengers from the car park. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think I actually paid this much attention when I did my first series while the game was still in early access. But there's a sidewalk option. Where is it? Is it here? Oh, there it's sidewalk, which gives a 10% movement increase to passengers outside. Now, because the car park here is quite a way away from the departure area, from the ticket desks and security and so on, I don't want to risk passengers arriving late by car and then taking too long to walk to the ticket desk and through the rest of the airport. So I'm thinking it might be worth actually putting in a length of sidewalk, probably in fact all the way down the terminal building, to be honest, but it's only really important here, I think, from the car park into the departure areas. But we'll do that later because sidewalk is actually quite expensive. Okay, so how are we doing here? Right, can I get rid... That's not big enough, is it? That doesn't look big enough, but okay. Let's see if I get rid of that. It really doesn't look big enough, does it? No, I'm probably going to want foundation out there as well. Right, now you've built those bits of wall. Can you get rid of that little last bit? Then I should be able to stick my carousel down there from below. Yes, it likes it better. Excellent. Right, okay, we're going to need to get rid of some more walls down here. Right, so you're all in place. Now the question is, can I... Right, what's happening? Where are we? We're at 1:37 p.m. So what flights... Actually, let's check. Today, how's everything going? Ooh, look at that. Yeah, 157 passengers boarded perfectly. And one of our early morning flights, which is really good. Everything else is looking fine. We've got another big one at the gate. Okay. And our next flight is due in at 2 something. Right, so can I, in this very brief window, fix this? Will my men be able to do this quickly enough? Okay, let's pretend that they can. So we're going to take you out. We're going to take you, and you out. And you, I think, yep, that should be enough. And I just need to be really quick about getting the conveyor belt in the right place. There, the two-way conveyor belt in there and there and there. Oh, I need to change that to be a hub to hub. There we go, and then I can put down my two-way conveyor belt in there. Right, which should now mean that this feeds, yeah, all 4 baggage carousels. These 3 up here, and this one down here. This one is disconnected, so we can remove you. I can dismantle you. That's fine, good. Okay, guys. Oh, there's 2 flights turned up. We come on. Oh, okay, fine, excellent. Right, it works even though it hasn't actually been built. The plan is sufficient for the baggage to get through. That's really good. Okay, so in fact, I can probably disconnect this carousel down here. Let's dismantle you. And you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Actually, I want yeah, this carousel will be fed from the other port here. Yes, that port will feed this carousel down there. Okay, so we need to do a little bit more demolition work, like so. Let's get our carousel conveyor ready. Okay. Right. Again, a quick check of where we are with the flights. Everything's there. How are we doing? We've got any new flights coming in soon? 4 o'clock. Sorry, 1:42. No, you're already there. Right, you've arrived. Oh, hang on, move down. That's where we are. So the next one is due to arrive at 4:30. Okay, we've got a nice big window actually before the next flight turns up, and that's Loganair on A3, and A3 isn't served by the baggage distribution system anyway. So we've got a window here to deal with this. So what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect you from there. That's it. And the conveyor will go. Ooh, this is going to be tight. Actually, yeah, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, yes. I doubt myself so much. There we go. Right, and you're coming out because you are going to go down to the one down here. That makes sense, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's fine. Right, so we're going to want to dismantle that and that. That's good. We're going to dismantle this carousel. And actually what I can do, we've got that one in stock. Actually, no, I'll wait for them to dismantle it. If I can catch them before they run away to take it back to the storeroom. There we go. They should be ready to place it almost immediately. Utilities, there it goes. Baggage carousel. And it goes round. Into there. No, they're going to run away to pick it up from the storeroom. Darn. Okay. Okay, in which case our conveyor will come down there, and run to there. And that's all 4 sorted out. Oh, we don't want you, we don't want you. Now, of course, now that I've got 4 working carousels, I can actually extend the baggage system to all gates. At the moment, the small A3 gate doesn't get serviced by the baggage carts, and nor does the standby gate, so I can do that from here as well. So we can get rid of that planning colour. We don't need that, because everything is now working perfectly in operation, apart from that last bit of conveyor belt. There you go. Right, now that's a much more logical arrangement of hub and carousel, to be honest. So, okay, now what I was thinking was there is supposed to be a kind of limit on how many bags you can get through one hub and one depot, this being the depot down here. So I'm thinking it might be worth having another depot, and that will probably mean more baggage carts. Now, how many have we got at the moment? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have got 6 gates, which isn't really enough considering some of those gates are the big gates and they do get lots of passengers on. So we will want at least another 1 or 2 baggage cars, I think, to handle this. So I'm thinking another baggage depot will handle it. Cause I don't know, this doesn't tell me how many bags are going, what the capacity is of that, but the thinking on the forums is that there is a limit and bags will get slowed or lost or whatever if you go over that. So I'm wondering if we can put another depot in. And I'm thinking somewhere up here would make sense, so it can be more quickly delivered to and from these remote gates. And we are planning at least one more large gate up here. Whether I can actually, my runway can support that many flights, I really don't know. Probably not, to be honest, but we can try. So if we put this up here, now I want this to be the same way round as that one, so that's yeah, that way round, with the kind of the hood thing on the left hand side. This does mean putting in more conveyor belt, but we do have a route around the piping, because the piping was the problem, because we can't run conveyor belts across this piping. In fact, I think that this could work quite well. So we're going to place it here. We could place it there. That's an interesting choice. I think it's probably better here. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. And the thing is, by placing it there, I can send it down this side and avoid crossing over and getting in the way of these fuel pipes, which is the main problem I have. And that can come straight down here into this hub, assuming this hub can handle that. We will find out at some point. So yeah, how's that doing? Actually get the game running a bit faster. While it's doing that, another check on our flights. How are we doing? Oh, we've lost a few on the TUI flight this afternoon. 136, we lost 4 passengers there. Oh, 161. Wow. Okay, I have tinkered a little bit with the schedule again, with these sort of late afternoon Wizz Air flights, to see if I can make sure they don't lose passengers. I may need to do a bit more of that. We shall see. We may need to make their holdover. Is that holdover time? Is that the correct phrase? I think it is. It's slightly longer on some of these flights now. They're actually getting really large passenger numbers. Okay, right, so we've got our new depot there. We need to connect it down. So let's get our conveyor belt down again. It's utilities. It's the quickest way of finding it. And you're coming out. I have to build down here. Oh, I don't quite miss those pipes. Oh, bother. Okay, if I put that there, and the question is, can I in fact send it to that hub there? Because I put this really big one in here. This is a modded version because it was a lot cheaper than the standard 6-port sort of the base game hub. I could, if I could connect that to that, then that could serve as a distribution to one of these other carousels rather than everything going through here. That might work, actually. That might work quite nicely. So don't have this hub here doing all 4 carousels, but take one of them off and feed it from here. That might make sense as well. We'll need to rearrange this. We're going to need some more foundation, I think, out here on this to give me some more room to expand that conveyor. If we take it out to there, or let's make it there. I'm making enough money now. Right, now the thing is, the guys are going to be out here. Yeah, there they go. They're rushing out to fix the runway. That's going to take them most of the 4 hours they need to do that before the first flights come in. So they're not going to work on this until then. But I'm quite happy. That's cool. So we can actually change our baggage zone here. So we'll clear that. We don't need that to be baggage. We will make it, we'll move it up on here as well, I think, actually, just to give them that little bit of extra space around the carousel. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I had planned to actually finish the episode just then, but then I thought to myself, do we really need a third episode of me playing around, faffing around with the baggage system? Why not get it all done in one episode, and then in the following episodes we can move on to doing things that are different, more exciting, and sort of progress the actual development of the airport, which is what we really want to do here now, seeing as it's basically working. So what I've done is I've actually done some work already, some rethinking of a couple of minor things. The problem I had when I was thinking about what I'd done in the sort of first segment of this episode was this baggage depot here. I thought it would be nice if that could serve both these two large remote gates and also the standby, which is only occasionally used. But the way I had laid it out initially was that the baggage depot would feed into this hub, which would feed directly into this carousel here, the top one. And I thought, well, if I got two large planes delivering baggage at the same time, that's going to cause me problems. It'd be much better if I could somehow distribute it more evenly. And then I had a brainwave. I thought, why not have the baggage delivered from that baggage depot into this hub here, and then sent hub to hub to this main hub here, which could then distribute whatever baggage comes in from whichever of these two hubs to any of the 4 carousels, and that would make it a much more efficient use of the depots and the carousels. So what I've done is I've laid down some of this two-way carousel here, two-way conveyor rather, here between these two hubs. So just change those into a hub-to-hub connection, and likewise here a hub-to-hub, so that this can take baggage from any of the depots from any of the gates into any of the carousels. So what we'll do is I'll just wrap this up with you. It's kind of a quick build, kind of time-lapsey kind of thing. One other little thing I did do was I moved this depot slightly off to the right, because what I found was the conveyor belt I'd laid here at the end of the previous segment, it didn't really work. It didn't connect to the depot in a most efficient way without me sort of overwriting and getting in the way of these fuel pipes. So I've moved it across a little bit. So yeah, a bit more expense, but hey ho. Right, so all I need to do is send these two conveyor belts underneath the fuel pipe very quickly, very briefly, bring them up again, and that will connect into this new baggage depot. So let's crack on with doing that. Okay, so I think that's all the baggage depot assignments correct. So this lower depot here is assigned to these 3 small gates. The baggage depot up here is assigned to these 2 large gates and to this standby gate, which is seldom used these days, thankfully. Now the other thing we need to do, I think we need to worry about, is the number of baggage carts I have. Now the baggage carts have to go into vehicle hangars, they're under structures. The medium hangar costs 30 grand. That's okay, I'm making enough money, I think. I will lose a lot for a day or 2 here because of all the materials I've had to buy. But that only holds 3 vehicles, and as you can see, it's kind of huge. I could fit in there. The small depot, the small hangar rather, is only 18 grand, but only holds 1 vehicle. I could fit that in almost anywhere, to be honest, like there. But I need more than 1 vehicle, and I really do like this much cheaper but larger underground depot, 4.5 grand. The only issue with this one is it does need to be placed on foundation. So where can we place it? And what I'm thinking is up here, because this whole area here is either going to be admin offices or something else. We'll work that out in the next few episodes. I've got a plan for it. So we could put this up here, I think, actually. Would kind of make sense for me, because I could then extend the road. In fact, let's do that right now. Extend this bit of road here. There. Oops, get around the right way. There we go. We can extend you to go along here. And the question then is, do I want the depot, the vehicle hangar, to be at the top here or along here? I'm thinking there, to be honest, for reasons which will hopefully become clear in the next few episodes. So what the heck I've got in mind. So we need to build foundation there to put this on. It is described as an underground depot or hangar, but it doesn't actually need to be underground. You just need to have foundation for it. Is that going to be enough? Ooh, yeah, is that going to be enough? Let's just check that. Where is it? There you are. No, it does need to be a few more. In fact, I may need to make it a bit wider because the walls will get in the way. Actually, if I plan this so I know exactly where I want it to be, does it need to be 3 like that? Let's just check the size of it. No, it's under objects. Oh, it needs to be bigger still than that. Wow, this is an expensive project, but actually I want it to be, yeah, it probably wants to go out a bit more. Let's put some more planning colour down. So we will extend you. I can't move you that way because we're too close to the taxiway. Ah, fair enough. Okay, let's build you like that. And with any luck, I can now put my hangar in there. Must be facing a taxiway or road. Okay, yep, this is true. Oh, that's a point. Can I put a road up there? I think I can. Right, so we just need to make space, I think, for the entrance to the hangar onto the roadway. We should be good to go. Finally, can we get a hangar in here? What do you mean, no? Oh. And finally, I can place it. It took a little bit of juggling, but we got there in the end. And I spent way more than I expected to, but that, I'm afraid, is par for the course here, isn't it, really, I'm afraid. Actually, let's tidy that up a little bit. Can we put some wall in here? Just to wrap that up, really. Make it look like it's properly enclosed. And we probably want to assign a couple of vehicles. Baggage car. Let's have two, in fact. Right, we should be getting everything running smoothly now. So one quick check. We've run over into the following day. Yesterday, did I have any real problems at the end of the day? No. Again, we had quite a few quite large flights towards the end of the day. It looks on a very quick scan like we did well. And if I press the correct key, we did get our perfect operations bonus. Excellent. And yesterday we should have lost a vast amount of money. 185,000. That's not too bad, actually. With any luck, we'll make that up today. So yeah, this really is the end of this episode. So thank you very much for persevering with me. I hope you've enjoyed this redesign of the baggage system. I think this should be a whole lot more intelligent, rational and flexible now. Getting these baggage to these four carousels from any of my gates, including the smallest and even the standby gate. We should now have sufficient vehicles to manage and support all those requirements, which should mean we could get more flights in. Though my issue there, of course, is going to be, will my runway support that many flights? Because we only have in Bristol Airport the one runway. So we are also at the mercy of the weather. So if there's particularly bad weather from one direction, it can really mess with our flights. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. Even better though, if you've got anything to say, any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, hints, tips, or even criticisms of what I'm doing with the game, then please do drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when the next episode of Sim Airport is published, or indeed any of my other Let's Play series. So yes, we can see here our new baggage compartments, our new baggage hubs are working perfectly. That is excellent. So that's the result. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again soon. But until then, bye bye for now.